Good morning, everyone. This is Narada Rishiraja with expeditiousfool.com, where we remove the obstacles by focusing on our DMP each and every day. And I'm here with some more advice from the Gita. So let's see what Krishna has to say for us today. We've got higher realms. So the higher realms here, this is chapter 8, verse 16. From the highest sphere in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery, where birth and death take place. But whoever joins me in my abode is never born again, O son of Kunti. So he's talking about the absolute highest high. So yoga. Yoga means to yoke, to join, to become in union with. To become in union with the source energy, the highest high, to merge back in. So that is the absolute peak for every single entity and being in all of existence and non-existence, you could say, because it's much bigger than that. It's an infinite scale we're talking about here. And essentially, the decision and the healing and the thing that we in human form get to learn, specifically this form, that's for many, many reasons. I doubted that for many years until I went deeper and deeper into it. And the form actually, we're not the peak form out of everything, out of, both physical realms and spiritual realms. But because of that, it's kind of like the perfect balance in which we can learn these deep lessons as far as dissolution, because we have so many senses. And this is kind of the thing. The absolute peak is dissolution. But that means you no longer experience, right? So you have to be done with experience before you get there, before you want to really get there. So this creates like this tension along the spiritual path for people the whole way, because the ultimate is this dissolution. But when they dissolve completely into this, then they're no longer part of the experience. They're not experiencing. They're what's giving power to that experience. That is Nirguna. That is Narayana. That is the formless aspect of God's source. That is the source. That is what you dissolve to, right? That is his abode. And that requires complete selflessness, right? That requires not being attached to a personhood or an individuality whatsoever. That way you can then power the entire whole. That's God consciousness. So we become wherever our energy has evolved, right? Because that's all it is. It's an evolution of energy, which is all a part of this God source ocean. That's all your individual experience is. It's an evolution, and the peak of that evolution becomes in this dissolution, this complete dissolving of the self into that higher realm, into that realm that just gives power source to everything without even being believed in most of the time, right? Instead of, experiencing itself. And that's why it's so important for us as part of our experience to pay gratitude to this source energy, because without that energy taking that sacrifice, and that's also why people don't want to go all the way and they're so resistant, because it is such a sacrifice. It means you don't experience. You then power the experience. We're all different aspects of God's source. That's the truth. So it's all on which one you want to be. And if the one you're being right now doesn't feel good, change it up. Move in a way that's authentically you. But you have to do the work to figure out who that is. That's through meditation, breath work, and yogic exercises. When we do this, we are able to turn inward. A yogic lifestyle, we are able to see what it is that we're actually choosing. Then we can decide to choose from there. That's all I ask. I don't ask anybody to believe anything I say. I simply ask to experience for yourself and lean towards what feels better. These techniques, yeah, you pay to learn them or whatever. You might buy the book, buy a class, what have you. But these tools, they are free. There's something you can do, anybody can do. And they can take you all the way to this highest abode or anywhere in between that you'd like to go. But it puts you in the driver's seat. That's what I hope to teach each and every one of you. If you have ears to hear, I'd love you to join me. If you want to become a student of mine in any of my classes, hit me up on a message, any of the healings, anything like that. By all means, I'd love to add you to my list of clients. Have a great day on purpose and stay mindful, everyone. Namaskaram.